And now, Jabroni Studios, in association with Big Herm Productions, is proud to present to you, recording from an undisclosed location in Oakdale, Connecticut, it's Chris Bernes, it's Chris Lynch, it's Matt Marsh. This is Dysfunction Junction. Yes. Well, I suppose it's... Who's doing this?
I don't know.
All right, so Bernes isn't here tonight.
We don't have our narrator.
And he had a prior dinner engagement, and it's just us. So we're going to talk about shit that he would tell us to shut the fuck up about. Does anybody have a topic they'd like to start with?
Stuff that he tells us.
I mean, we were already there. We were already on Applebee's.
Yeah, true. Applebee's. I was never a fan
of Applebee's.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. I mean,
I don't like their microwave saute, to be honest.
I like 99. I like Chili's. Applebee's wasn't my thing.
You know, I worked for 99 for quite a while, and to be honest, like all of their shit is hand breaded. All of their tenders, all of their fish, all of their chicken, that's all hand breaded. They run pretty good steaks. They have pretty decent meats. Their burgers are excellent.
I mean, as far as the overall experience, they just seem like, I mean, I don't want to use this phrase well-oiled machine compared to the other ones, but I never had like any real big missteps going in there as far as service or anything else.
This is what I think. I'm going to rank them. 99 is number one. I think you're just going to say, I never, ever have had a bad experience with anything at 999.
I haven't.
Never. The food is really, for what it is,
it was consistent.
It's very good food. And it's consistent. I don't go there on one Monday and the food's great and go back 2 weeks later on a Monday and it fucking sucks. It's always consistent.
It is,
reasonable price.
But by comparison, they are just a regional chain.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah.
True.
They're only New England to like Pennsylvania, and that's it.
True. But I'm just ranking. I'm just going restaurant to restaurant, not chain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
99 and Chili's. Like Texas Roadhouse, I did not like that at all.
Really?
I was not a fan.
I
was not a fan. To me, everything was way fucking oversalted.
Okay.
Like my mashed potatoes, you could feel the grit of the salt in the potatoes.
All right.
And I said something to the server. I was like, excuse me, maybe it's me. But these are really salty. Can I get another order?
And they're like,
and
nope.
Just no salt whatsoever. Okay. Pour it back. It's still fucking salty. And I with them I get into a gimmick, but it's an expensive gimmick.
It is
a waste of my money
for a franchise. Yep.
I'll put them and Applebee's at the very bottom of the list. Applebee's is like the IHOP of all these other restaurants. They're not.
See,
great.
now if you say that out here, that is a superlative. IHOP is pretty fucking
exactly
good here. Like that's the whole
Absolutely.
that like, you know what I mean? Like that is.
We only had the one IHOP here. I've been to other IHOPs around the country. I mean, they're okay.
Like the Golden Corral here is phenomenal. Like it's on point. The food is fresh and it's good, but I've eaten at others where it's trash.
We went to the one in Fort Myers and it was like a horror show. It was one freaking disaster.
Well, you know what is horrible is anytime you eat at a hometown buffet.
Oh, never ever.
That is the lowest common denominator. Horrible.
I don't know how I ended up there. I was with a group of buddies or something.
It's always by accident, and it's always like you see it, and we're starving, and we're fucking an hour past food, and I need that now.
Yeah,
and I was like 22, So I was probably traveling with my work buddies and out drinking. They're like, oh, okay. I guess the beer's okay. It was fucking disgusting. I mean, I don't mind eating out. It's just fucking expensive now. Comparatively to just kind of like buying a week's worth of groceries and cooking for yourself. But there are nights where if I want a really good fucking pizza, I'm willing to take a drive and make a day of it, like on a Saturday, to go get some.
Yeah, see, for me, that's a 2,000-mile trip.
Yeah.
To where?
Back home here.
To get a good pizza.
I mean, no, I mean, Lynch, where were you talking about going to get a good pizza?
Sally's in New Haven.
Okay.
You know, I'm willing to, because to me, that's a destination place. It's the experience. Yes,
I just can't wrap my head around dealing with the fucking throngs of people and trying to find parking down there.
It is shitty. I will admit that.
That's why I used to drive down on the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Park on the sidewalk.
I'm probably going to
drive down on the bike, eat a pizza, and bring the slice home.
At some point before the end of the year, I'm going to go to that fucking Louis lunch place and get one of those burgers. But
they are very, very good.
I think they're steamed, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Kinda.
They're cooked in a broiler that is the burgers are cooked in a little tiny dish and they're slid into little broiler slots. Mm-hmm. And it's one burger per slot and they cook it and pull it out.
Right.
It was very good.
I mean,
I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I've driven for food before, but
there it is, Louis lunch. There you
go.
Yeah,
Look at that. I mean, I've driven hours for food.
Look at that burger.
I mean,
no cheese. It comes with mustard and onion on toast. Right. That's it.
No ketchup.
They don't have ketchup in the restaurant. The place does not have ketchup. They don't even have packets.
See, I want to road trip down to Katz's Deli and get one of those $30 pastrami sandwiches, those monsters, but it'd be an ordeal.
And they're done that.
It'd be an ordeal to do it, and I'm just like, fuck.
It's good food.
I can give you the recipe. I have Katz's seasoning recipe.
I know, but then I'd have to make the thing, and we know how that goes.
Yeah, and you'd have to brine it, and you'd have to brine the corned beef or the brisket.
Not use the garbage bag.
I was just gonna say, and not use a floral scented bag, maybe.
Secret ingredient. Yeah. Now, how did you put the background up, Herm? That was just because you got the green screen thing. You can just project it, or how does that work?
Like you guys can too in desktop mode, but I just turn virtual background on and then just choose a.
Oh, so that's not your actual green screen doing anything.
No, the camera uses the green screen to figure out, and the program uses the green screen to figure out where to place the picture, but not cover me.
Oh, I'm just running this through a MacBook, so I probably can't do it, but that's all right.
I wouldn't try.
I'm not going to mess with it.
Yeah.
Because I can do it if I tell it I don't have a green screen. Like I'm telling it I'm using one now, but I could it would try it.
Mm.
But yes.
There you go. Yeah, I can do it mine too.
Blur.
They just opened that new remember where the Papagino's in Waterford used to be near Waterford Stop and Shop?
Yeah.
They just opened some chicken franchise joint there. Some kind of hot chicken thing.
Yeah, Dave's Hot Chicken. It sucks.
Dave's Hot Chicken.
My buddy went over there. My buddy went over there. He said it was the worst takeout experience he'd ever had in his life.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
I ate it one in New Haven, or what? No, maybe it was Massachusetts. Sorry, it was near Boston. It was okay.
Right.
They're like the East Coast version of Raising Cane's. It sucks.
Oh, okay. I've heard of Raising Cane's. I think
it's horrible.
Raising Cane's is much better.
Raising Cane's chicken is horrible. They literally roll it in flour and cook it, and
I think I had that when I was in
the only
Virginia,
thing that
but I
makes
can't
their
remember.
shit taste good is that cane sauce they use.
Yeah.
If you don't put their sauce on everything, it just tastes like you
Tastes like
rolled it in
shit.
flour.
Yeah, when I was in Virginia, they had that and fucking Zaxby's or some other shit.
Zaxby's got good chicken.
That's what I hear.
Zaxby's got good fried chicken.
And then they talk about in Culver's, which I've never been to either. But
Culver's is nice. We got Culver's here. It's very Midwest, Michigan, Wisconsin-y. They do
We're trying to
frozen
trying to think
custard and smash burgers, and they have a nice little fish and chips plate.
it's not like Iowa.
I went
No,
to a place in-
it's more like Wisconsin. Definitely centered
like-
around milk and cheese and their butter
yeah,
burgers.
that sounds nice.
name a couple more like southern chicken joints. I went to one in South Carolina.
I don't know how many other
Amazing.
chicken joints there are. I mean, Pollo Loco, that was out west though, and I didn't care for that.
No. The fuck? It was really, really good. We went there for a wedding like 13 years ago.
I don't know. That could be.
And one of the days we were just like, oh, let's try this fucking place. It was good. I can't remember the damn name of it. But they're all over the place down there.
I know what I used to like when I was traveling cross country was Bob Evans. We don't have those up here either.
Bob Evans are great.
Yeah.
Good diner food. Reliable, consistent.
Yeah, and you can pick their
Like
mashed
the old
potatoes
Hogos.
up right in the refrigerator aisle next to the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I miss? You know
Might
what
as
I
well
miss?
just buy a big old tub of Lloyd's pulled pork in a tub.
Hormel
You
chicken
like-
enchiladas.
Eat like ice cream.
Chicken tamales.
Put it in a
out of
cone.
can.
Well, I miss BB Dairy. Things like
I
that.
remember BB Dairy. Yeah, we used to go there for breakfast.
Because I love places like that, mom and pop type diners.
Yeah. I mean, the shop's pretty much taken
You know
over.
the food's going
Yeah.
to be good. It's not going to be shit. I mean, you can fuck up breakfast. I've been to places that have.
That Herb's Country Kitchen used to be okay. I don't know how it is now.
Oh, well, he just
It's still
died,
good.
so I'm pretty sure it's going right down the shitter right now.
Okay.
He died
Well-
about 2-3 weeks ago.
I ain't been
Yeah.
there in freaking.
And the breakfast was pretty fucking straight.
Yeah.
We go there for breakfast and it's decent. We've been there for lunch a couple times. Not bad.
That's your neck
But-
of the woods.
Everybody behind the counter is only behind the counter because they had Herb's blessing,
Right.
because they know how to cook his way.
Right.
And I'm sure they're going to pass that along, because I'd hate to see a place like that go. I mean, that's something from when I was a real little kid.
I mean, it depends on who runs it, who owns it, what the overhead
Yeah.
situation is. I mean,
It's just sad that more and more generational businesses don't stay open like that now.
well, the kids, yeah, it's
You know,
tough.
'cause think
you
of
know.
like Lee's Toy and Hobby. That's
Yeah.
He's it.
Yeah.
He's the last. I mean, I remember when it was his dad and his dad's dad, his grandfather,
Yeah.
when I was a little kid, and he's the last of them, because his kids don't want nothing to do with it. And it's sad because nobody's going to buy that.
I just,
I
you
mean,
know, I
that's
mean,
that's like a passion project store.
Oh, yeah. I
If
love
were to
going
open-
in there.
If I were to open a store for myself, it would be shit like that, models, geek stuff.
I just think that
collectibles.
it's tough for me to see how they've managed to stay in business because they don't look like they have a lot of, turnaround.
They do.
I'll tell you why. It's
I think maybe the
do a
RC
ton of
market.
business
I was
on
going to
RC
say
cars.
it's the RC
Gotta be
department in the back.
Because back
It's
when
the
I was
RC
going there,
market in
in
the
the
back.
teens, it was Tamiya, RC cars, and they had helicopters back then and shit. That and that
Yeah.
Eric Fuchs hobbies.
Well, I know that every time I went to the back of that store, I dropped $1,000.
Yeah, Eric fucks hobbies.
I mean,
Yeah,
every time I went to the back of Lee's, I mean, I got 1, 2. Let's see, I got 3. I got the Rustler. I got the 4. There's 4 fucking cars that I went in there with Dad and bought in the back room that it's probably $3,000 worth of fucking RC cars. One of those son of a
Yeah, they do
bitches does 90 miles an hour straight up.
Mm.
I would drop that son of a bitch out the car window on a highway and it would pass motherfuckers. It's insane.
Yeah, they do a killer RC car business, and they'll order drones and shit like that, and the
Yep.
Oh, and he
radios
will
for 'em.
specialty order anything you want, and
And
that's kind of
and
where his niche is: specific
that's
pieces of equipment being ordered that nobody
because
else will get you.
And they could
on
maintenance
the
some of it
plastic
too.
model kits, he's making almost zero money.
I was going to say he basically keeps those in stock as a draw to come by. They're a loss leader.
Yeah.
They're a
Right.
loss leader. He can basically sell, like, he buys it for 20 and sells it for 23 or 25, and by the time it's sat on the shelf, taken up space, been secured, watched over, now he's got to get rid of it because by the time nobody's bought it, he's got to sell it for costs or less just to move something in and hope something new is, because now he's
Right.
got to get this year's models in.
I mean, there's kits in there that are from when I was like 5 years old.
Mhm.
They're still on the shelf.
Yeah, I
Bro,
know.
some of those battleship and some of those Navy models, he has to throw those out like every decade because they just get old and brittle, and they're, by the time somebody goes to buy them, they'll break in your hand.
Give
Yep.
me powder. Oh,
Yeah.
I bought a box of green pea powder.
Yeah,
Awesome.
for real.
But no, that's the kind of shit I miss. Establishments like that. It's just, once it's gone, it's gone, and
Yeah.
you're gonna be stuck, trying to hunt your way through the internet and in Amazon to find something specific that's difficult to find, and that sucks. Because having that connection like that, I'm like, oh, I know a guy, I can call him, he'll order it for you.
Yep.
There are very few businesses still around like that. Gun shops, weed shops, and like consignment stores where that have that kind of connection. You know what I mean? Because they will always be around.
We got an old
They don't-
True Value, a real one.
Yeah, Montville Hardware.
We got a real one,
shop
not
at
an
Hardware.
not an Ace,
They're my-
not an Ace derivative. It's an old True Value, private owned, little
Just
tiny
like
store
Johnson's.
there.
Like
Yup.
Johnson's Hardware.
Johnson's isn't True Value. It hasn't been in about 5 years.
No, but same thing. They were True Value, but it's
They
kind of
were.
the same size. Johnson's was just that one little store, and that's kind of what this is. It's one little store
Johnson's
right next to the
went
bowling alley.
to Value Best or Best Value or something. And the
Something
reason
like that.
they dropped
it
their
best.
True Value franchise because True Value, they had the franchise with all the True Value product, and then True Value started selling shit in freaking regular stores. And they were like, well, what the fuck is the point of paying for a freaking franchise, agreement if you guys are selling the shit, in Walmart and whatnot?
Yeah.
Well, that was the problem, is that with the original True Values, what happened is when Ace bought in, Ace was the one that started widely distributing under the True Ace True Value hardware, that whole thing. Ace was the one that now distributes all the shit.
Right.
And that was the problem, is in the beginning, they were trying to get the last holdouts to join, and they were tried to force, but that's basically what Johnson's did. They dropped the name so that they didn't have to deal with it. But then
Exactly.
shortly after that, Ace was like, fuck it, we're out, we're Ace now.
Mhm.
So all the True Value, and Ace basically dropped the whole giving a fuck about True Value title also.
Yeah.
Like, you never hear them say that, you never hear Ace True Value now. They've lost. It's gone.
Well, it's weird walking through Walmart and seeing Craftsman tools on an end cap.
Yeah.
I mean, in hardware, the hardware industry is so fucking weird. And how they're tiered and structured. Like, it's just like you were saying, you can buy in and out of putting a Johnson or an Ace above your own name.
Mhm.
You can drop it and add it back on at any time because it's an open-ended franchise, because it's preferable for the store owner that if he wants to drop it without any penalty, he can. He just promises to send back any stock in that name, either sell it through or give it back.
Right. He has to sell it as closeout, or he has to ship it back.
And because when we were growing up, this is what I remember as a hardware store. There was no Home Depot, no Lowe's.
No.
It was Bosra Hardware, Johnson's Hardware, Stonington Hardware,
And railroad salvage.
Nope.
salvage,
Nope, you're missing one.
Pennies.
You're missing Grossman.
Pennies,
Grossman's. Well, yeah, that was a hardware store per se.
You're missing Grossman's, and Grossman's was the very first national type of. Grossman's was the first Home Depot before Home Depot figured out, whoa, Grossman's. As a matter of fact, if you look at the fucking colors, you'll figure out where the fuck Home Depot came from. It was Grossman's.
Yep.
And now it's a storage facility.
Yeah, then it was Grossman's, then NHD, National.
Oh yeah, I remember NHD.
Yep, it was NHD for a minute or two.
And then out of nowhere, from Grossman's, then who's this Lowe's character? And they start popping up. And Walmart is the store that pretty much put a hatchet in the mom and pop hardware industry, because I can go to Walmart and spend $30 on a 90-piece socket set. Why do I don't need to go to Johnson's Hardware, Bosra Hardware to spend $60 on the same exact set. So
True.
Walmart pretty much killed your mom and pop video stores, hardware stores, jewelry stores, and like boutique men's and women's fashion.
Well, I mean, again, it's Walmart. So we have to remember that this is where, in general, it's where the poor demographic goes to purchase mediocre goods. And that's the problem. They are fine with mediocre goods. They would much rather buy the $30 faucet that's going to get them till next year than buy the $200 faucet that is going to work until they die.
Right.
And like,
Stick,
I can't even imagine buying jewelry at Walmart. I can't even.
they want to get that immediate need fixed properly, not properly, quickly.
Like, if I go to Walmart jewelry counter, I'm like, I'm gonna need to see a jeweler. I'm gonna need a loop. I'm gonna need to know what I'm gonna need to see some numbers on these stones. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm out. See ya. I won't even go to fucking Jared. Fuck. Ugh. You went to Jared. Congratulations on your divorce in 2 years.
Yeah. Graders.
Yo, for real, bro. For real. Bro, I have service contracts on jewelry that costs more than the jewelry at Jared's, for fuck's sake, with graders. Fuck. Mom and Dad's jewelry boxes are full of just nothing from basically everything they bought with Peter.
Yeah.
And then when Peter got old, they bought with the kids. But, they went to a jeweler. Fuck. The only thing they pretty much could have gone better is if they'd have gone to New York to see Jacob. They did not trust.
Remember, you had Mallows locally, and there was Westerly Jewelry. I can't remember the name of the jeweler.
Right, Westerly Jewelers over there. Yes, that's who makes my watch. I got a watch from them. That Negrelli's.
Yes,
Negrelli's. That watch was handmade by the guy at Negrelli's. I got to bring it back with me because the battery finally died, and I got to have him replace it and have it mail it back to me when I go home. But like, same thing, like top quality, hand assembled, certified watches, beautiful stuff, sapphire crystal bezels, just
when you're it's like, because you have to consider it somewhat of an investment. If you're going to spend any type of money on that kind of jewelry, just do it right. Get the good stuff, because it is an investment at that point. And that's something that's generational. You can pass down.
Right. Like when I bought my watch from them, it was, I am a chef. I need a watch that's going to take a complete fucking abuse. That's going to be completely abused. That is jewelry grade and will stay that way. And they had lots of watches in there, but he pushed me and steered me over to the watches that he was building by hand. And that's what he pulled me over to. This thing is bulletproof.
That's awesome.
He's like lifetime battery changes and service on it forever for free. It's all done. So I think I paid like $600-700 for the watch, but here we are 15 years later, and it's still going. It's still tough as shit.
You truly do get what you pay for. I mean,
Buy once, cry once.
yeah, I'd rather buy once, cry once instead of buy 10 and cry every time because
Yeah.
it's inconvenient. You know, I'm pissed because I thought to myself, I just bought a tractor battery 5 seasons ago. And I was like, fuck, that was 5 years ago. Now I got to go buy another one. But it lasted 5 years with me doing nothing to it other than starting it twice a week in grass cutting season. You know,
You're going with a solid.
If you go to Walmart,
You're going to go with a lithium?
Walmart for battery. Yeah, if you go to Walmart and buy a battery, it's $39. It's going to last you maybe one season. I go to Mark's United up in Colchester, an actual auto store, and spend $100 on a good battery. Yeah, lithium.
See, now with like the lawnmower and shit, I didn't care. I go to Walmart, but that was the thing. Like, I took the battery out every season and kept it on a trickle maintainer.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as that was fine, I would get 5 years out of a 2-year battery because I maintained it. And I feel nowadays that nobody does that shit either.
No.
Nobody does maintenance on a battery over the winter. They don't pull their shit out, bring it in. It's not labeled what goes in where, and it's tendered. They just leave it in the thing and park it. So, the batteries get abused out in the cold and sheds and shit, and that sucks life.
They don't like huge temperature fluctuations.
They didn't like it.
Oh, and if you're going to leave them out in the cold, you got to plug them in because a little bit of trickle charge raises their temperature and keeps them from freezing. And it keeps them happy and tends to them. That's why it's called a fucking tender, people.
If you're just a charger,
right? That's why it's called a tender maintainer.
Yeah. It sings lullabies at night.
Yeah, there's things like that, but then there's the other things that I won't cut corners on, like motorcycle batteries. I don't fuck around.
No. Anything with any vehicle, I'll spend the money. I'll cry once.
Just got my registration in the mail. Oof.
For the bike?
Yeah, for the Goldwing.
How long's your tags? 2 years?
1 year.
Oh, they're once a year?
Once a year.
What is it per year?
Let's see. It's a little less than it was last year because it was a year older, but this year it's $483.
That's not bad. All in for the year.
Well, no, for a year. But if you figure though that with us, your taxes are factored into your registration.
Mm-hmm.
So I paid property tax on it when I bought it, and you know what I mean, and registered it, and then its value has gone down. So my property taxes are factored into the registration. So the registration's a little less this year. Next year it'll be $460. Then you know what I mean? 3, and by the time it's down, right, and it steps down. So eventually it'll be like my car, where it's $48, and that's it forever.
Yeah. No, it's like my old car. It's like $20 a year.
Once the taxable values come off the top, your registration drops down to $60 a year or whatever, and you're done. But you also can't get fucked on registering a car because you missed a fucking you missed a property tax bill from 6 years ago on a car that you owned for 3 months. Because when you registered that car, you paid the property tax on it as part of your registration for the next year. You prepay. Mm-hmm. I'm going to prepay the value for the year, and then that's it. So you never worry about getting screwed like that.
Yeah. Yeah, taxes will bite you. I mean, I've had to do. Here's my bill, and I need a late slip to bring to DMV. That's
right? You got to go to town hall, and here's the bill of sale when I sold it. Can I get the release, please, so I can go to DMV and register my new fucking car?
About 10 years ago, when my wife and I, well, maybe longer, 15 years ago, my wife and I lived up in Plainfield. Her registration, she didn't realize, I didn't realize her registration was expired. They say it was like June 15th. It expired, and it's July 1st. So we were going through Route 12 in McKinley. We got in a DUI check. So cop comes back and says, your registration is expired. She's like,
that's funny because usually there's 30 days either side.
No. She said, your registration is expired. She's like, yeah, at the end of June. No. At the June 15th or June 8th. She's like, no. It's always at the end of the month. And I'm like, honey, that's in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania does it that way. Here, it's the date you registered and purchased that car is the anniversary date of your registration and when you renew it. And if you happen to take the plate off and re-register it at a different time, it'll change to that date. So if you used to register it in June and you buy it, you take the plate off and put it back on in August of next year, the date will change. She goes, oh, I always thought it was at the end of the month of every month. Like her tag said June. That's all it said for registration.
That cop's actually being a dick because there is a grace period in Connecticut, and I know because I got pulled over and I was gonna get it and I would have had it, but it was a year later. Not we'd missed something. But he's even like, I normally, if this would been, but they have discretion if they don't want to be a dick. If it's like less than a month, they pretty much could, because there's like, I'm pretty sure it's a very small fine. It's like an extra $10. But
he gave her a warning. He didn't ticket her. He gave her a warning.
Yep.
Because and I said, yeah, she is not originally from Connecticut. She learned to drive and do all that shit in Pennsylvania. She didn't realize. Well, she's lived here long enough to know. I'm like, well, win some, lose some. Thank you. Have a nice night.
Did she kill anybody, buddy? Give me the fucking ticket. Let's go.
He was being kind of a prick. And he knew I had been drinking because I was a passenger. I wasn't driving. And he could smell it on me. I don't remember where the fuck we were going to, like some 4th of July party somewhere, going from one party to another. I'm like, I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just, she's not from here. She's not lying to you. I'm just validating her story, dipshit. They don't like how you call him dipshit. Bernes, where are you? Bernes, where are you?
He probably stopped at Buffalo Wild Wings on the way home.
Yo, Sam's has got a nice little prime rib slider.
Who does?
Sam's Club. They have a nice little package of ground prime rib sliders. Nice.
That doesn't sound bad.
Thicker, little big, nice. They don't shrink to shit.
That's cool.
Interessante. They weren't super greasy either. Like you'd expect, like it to have an extra fat to try and because they're it was not super fatty.
Okay.
They ate like meat. They were good.
Are you a Sam's Club member?
I'm a Sam's Club business member.
We don't have Sam's Club here.
No, I wish we did. Well, we do, but it's all the way. I
was going to say you got to go to Rhode Island to get there.
I'm not doing that. I got Costco and BJ's.
Line. Yeah,
there's one up in Warwick.
I've always wanted a membership, or at least I want to take a peek around it because they got everything. Everything.
What I don't like about Sam's is that it is, and what I don't like about Costco either, is while they do larger sizes of things, it's hard to find number 10 cans of anything in either of those stores. I can't get a number,
Number 10 cans?
Yeah, like the can that you see, a bit giant ass can of beans or any restaurant can. Those are number 10. All of those cans have a number attached to them. Those are number 10 cans, and you don't really get those at Costco. You don't really get those at Sam's Club. What you get instead of being able to go and buy like a case or singles at those places, you get like Prego or whatever their shit is in a big quart plastic 3-pack. The problem with a lot of that is with most of it, except for meats and certain things for me, a lot of their sundries are packaged in home sizes. So yes, the problem is that I'm gonna buy 3 cases of diced stewed tomatoes, but they're all the same little can that we have at home. So I'm paying for all of those fucking cans. I'm paying for the processing of all of those fucking cans, the machine that seals each one individually, and I still have to open 72 fucking cans to open 3 of the restaurant cans.
Yeah, that's
so like it works for me. Like I can buy like whole prime ribs and cases of meat, and that works. But like if I need like to make tomato sauce for a fucking crowd, I got to go to Webster store and order it and have it delivered on a truck. And it's cheaper that way. It's free.
That is something I think has changed over time. Because over at what's the other one other than Costco?
BJ's. Yeah.
BJ's. When BJ's first opened, it was like right around when the Crystal Mall opened. That was 84, 85. And I remember as a kid, you saw more and more of the cans you're talking about, the number 8s, the number 10s, the bakery sized bags of flour, the restaurant's actual bag size of sugar and salt and shit like that.
Right.
And over time,
25-pound bags, 10-pound bags,
10-pound bags, 10-pound cans, 8-pound cans, what restaurants would buy. I noticed that over time it switched in like the mid 90s where they got more.
Yes, when Restaurant Depot came on the scene and they wanted more of it. So they all talked and had an agreement.
Right.
And now Cisco just bought Restaurant Depot. So
Cisco bought Restaurant Depot?
Yeah, Cisco bought Restaurant Depot.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's
so
big.
you're not. So they're not for the little guy anymore. That's a Cisco outlet. And
wow.
Cisco does not respect the little guy. That's why the little guys were still shopping there, because there was still some respect for the industry, and Cisco is fucking everybody. But Cisco just bought
the same name.
They'll probably for a while. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whose name it is. It's all going to start being. You're all going to start seeing Monarch everything on the shelves. You'll see Silver Line, Red Line. You'll see all of that.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just turn into a Cisco distribution warehouse.
Yeah. So like in the mid 90s, BJ's and Costco changed all that and went to more, like you said, home sized product. Yeah, it's a big bottle of ketchup. It's a little bit bigger than the one you get at like ShopRite, but it's not a restaurant size bottle of ketchup, like the main bottle.
Right, like I still gotta unscrew and squeeze out those 3 fucking bottles. Wherein I'm making a barbecue sauce, I want to open 1 fucking can, dump in 5 pounds of brown sugar, and go and work my shit. Now I've got to pay for all of these. It's a larger bottle, but I'm still paying for 3 fucking plastic bottles. And I still have to throw 3 plastic bottles away in the garbage.
See, I came across some recipe cards from an old bakery. A couple of years ago, there was a place in Mystic called Mine at Mystic. They were like a antique and thrift shop. And he had this box of index cards that were like handwritten recipes. And it obviously came from a bakery, because everything was their recipes: 1 bag flour, 1 bag sugar, 1 packet yeast. So they didn't even have to say how many cups. It was bags. You use 1 5-pound bag of sugar, 1 25-pound bag of flour, and one 16-ounce packet of yeast to make that bread or whatever they're making. And then comes along places like Restaurant Depot, and they took that market away from the warehouse wholesale club. I mean, you're not really paying for wholesale size product, and you're not really paying wholesale prices. You're paying better than regular retail because you're getting more for your dollar in the sizes that you buy comparatively to when you shop at like Big Y or Stop and Shop or ShopRite. I mean, because I don't know if Herm, you might have been to the chain Dave's in Rhode Island, Dave's grocery stores. It's a
No,
small chain.
I've heard of it though.
I mean, they still use real butchers. None of their shit comes in pre-butchered or pre-pack. It's all they get sides and chop it down, and they might get some pre-rendered beef, but not pre-cut and pre-packaged relabel. It's a really nice grocery store, but it's really fucking expensive because you're paying for that. You're paying for that hometown kind of experience of you're getting really fresh food
Right.
right in your backyard, right down the road. Whereas you go to a chain like ShopRite or Stop and Shop, you're paying what you pay. It's cheaper. It still sucks. Shopping healthy sucks. Matt, I'm sure you can attest to that when you were consciously shopping to maintain a specific diet, like high protein.
I still do.
Veggie,
I just
right.
it's just
versus when we were 20 years ago when we were younger and didn't really quite care as much about our health.
well,
We
no,
would
I
shop
mean, but I
more in the
will say
center
that
aisles.
that the labeling is a lot better now than it was, as far as like with meat, for instance, as far as the lean percentages and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, there's certain supermarkets I go to for one thing, then I got to go to another one for something else and shit like that. Oh,
Holy shit!
look at you! No hat, and you got a shirt with a collar.
See, that's why I like having butchers.
Also
Like, there's
standing
2
all
or 3 butchers all over town here that I can go to get depending on what I want. Like I
Right.
can go to Double J's, I can go to Rodeo.
I've never
There's-
been to a butcher up here.
There's several like mercados here that are exquisite. Exquisite. How are the chicken tenders?
I didn't get chicken tenders. I got something called a smokehouse burger, which was actually pretty good. And I did that because of Marsh. Wanted to know if the cheese hit the thing and they crusted at the bottom and all that gimmick shit.
What was on a smokehouse burger? I'm gonna say it's probably
Yeah,
had
barbecue sauce
sausage
on it?
and brisket.
Brisket, yes. Sausage,
nice.
no. Sharp cheddar cheese, which I'm a huge fan of.
Oh, I like sharp
Red
cheddar.
onion,
They did have the onion. Okay.
red onion, barbecue sauce, and an onion ring.
Barbecue sauce. Yeah, I could have done without that, but that's okay.
Smokehouse.
What kind of
You know
fun
what? And
is
I
that
thought
for?
this,
That's unfortunate.
you know what? I
about
can-
brisket.
I only wore these
What's that?
because I rode the Dente, and
Oh, I thought you had a black
Herm,
Camaro
you-
outside with a gold eagle on the front of it.
you owe me 20 minutes of my life. I'm not a margarita guy, but that thing was wow.
I told you the only thing worth having there is the El Presidente Margarita. Swear to God,
I was
I wasn't
Carson
lying to you,
Hocevar. I
sir.
rode the Dente.
I wasn't lying to you. They go down real smooth and a little Cointreau, and next thing you know, you're Next thing you know, you're
You need an
carrying
Uber home.
and they're loading you and the bag of shakers and cups into the fucking Uber.
I-
Good.
I almost married the waitress. That's all I'm going to say.
They're delicious. It's the best thing on the fucking menu. I will take 14 of these right now.
So
I was
one of
listening
these
to
every
you guys.
7 minutes until somebody passes out. Then bring one every 3.
I was listening to you guys on the drive home, ranking the different things, and I'll definitely my first Chili's experience. I'll put them in the top 3 of chains. Whoever said 99, you hit it, nail on the head. 99
Yeah,
being number
agree.
1.
We all did.
Crapplebees not even be in the top 5.
Applebee's.
Crapplebees can go fuck themselves sideways.
One redeeming quality at Applebee's, and it's for when the kids was little.
Is-
It was the all you could eat riblets and tenders, and shrimp.
Well, that makes sense.
Well, you know,
When
even
the
Olive
kids-
Garden's
that
got a redeeming quality with
Brenton
the.
thought all you could eat anything was the shit. So
Yeah.
Applebee's and those riblets, that's it. But as far as eating there as a decision for like an adult, no,
No.
don't do it.
Screw this place.
No, it was my
Let's go to
first
Applebee's.
experience. I had the chips and salsa only because Nick brings them to every football gimmick that we do. He'll stop
right.
there, get the big
They're
bag
good.
of chips, get
They're
a couple
multicolored?
tubs of salsa. I'm sorry?
Those are the multicolored chips.
No, they're just white. Cold.
No,
Oh, they used to do the red and black ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. If they're...
yeah, they're racist. They only do the white ones.
Okay.
Just
And,
the white ones. No, they work better.
Yeah, I agree.
I
We went to the
wasn't
Scorpion Bar.
disappointed.
We went to the
God
Scorpion Bar
bless
at
him, man.
Foxwood Saturday night before we saw Ron White,
Oh,
Where'd you go?
who was fucking hilarious. We went to Foxwoods to see Ron White, and we
See
went
the
to
black
the
people
Just so I
there?
got to hear about.
were there any black chips there?
Did you
There
go
were
to a
lots of black
restaurant?
kids in there. Yeah, Scorpion
There were a
Bar.
lot of black chips
Oh,
there.
we went to the Scorpion Bar the last time we
Christ,
went,
let
too.
him
They had
talk
decent
about his
nachos.
experience.
About all they had.
It was good.
Go, Lynch.
They make their own nachos on site,
Yep,
and their salsa. It's the house recipe. They
Yeah.
don't make it on site, but
Right.
I mean, Scorpion Bar is a chain. There's one
Yeah,
in
I was
Foxborough
aware of that.
up in Patriot Place.
See, I didn't know that. I thought Scorpion
neither.
Bar
Yeah.
was exclusive to Foxwoods.
No. No. Patriot Place came first, then Foxwoods.
Oh,
Never
no
heard of
shit.
Patriot Place.
See, Patriot Place up there at Gillette Stadium, I went to when he was alive, Toby Keith's restaurant up there, and it was fantastic. Little did I
Toby Keith
know.
died?
What?
Anybody want to tell him?
I'm just fucking with you.
Nope,
Okay, thank you.
I'm not touching that.
After earlier today, I'm not sure what triggers Marsh. I
I'm
have
not
to go out
touching
on
that.
a limb and say that.
Oh, Marsh just doesn't
Wait,
like
wait,
being
I got-
ignored. He just
I'm
finds it
on the
rude.
button.
All right, go ahead, Lynch.
No, Marsh can deal with ridicule. Marsh just doesn't like it when freaking people ignore questions.
Nobody was
Um,
ignoring your question,
where the fuck
bro.
was
Well, shit, I asked him the same question for 3 days. He said nothing.
You were at Scorpion Bar. That's where you were.
Oh yeah, and the food was fucking really good.
I'm 2 margaritas
The
in.
burrito
I know
was
where you were.
amazing.
What did you get besides the chips?
Nothing. Just
Uh,
2 margaritas.
Let him fucking talk.
He said the food was really good.
But I got a burrito.
Okay.
Beef burrito was really fucking good, perfectly spiced, good flavor. And my wife got chicken enchilada.
Oh,
I had a little sample of. It was good, very good. I love the
Nice.
sauce they use.
okay, good.
Yeah, I have to, going to your story, I have to say to Herm, he was right. There was nothing at Chili's, not that I discounted anything you said, but there was nothing I put in my mouth that said, oh my God, you next to me, you have to try this. It was basic fare.
You
The
know,
quesadilla burger, the queso burger is pretty good. I mean, it's basically just a cheeseburger done up like a Taco Bell Crunch Wrap.
yeah. I mean,
It's
really
good.
good.
I mean, it's a cheeseburger.
well, like I
but
said earlier, they post
safe.
commercials relatively frequently where they have their burger deals or whatever, and it's like 10 and change for like a bar or a drink and whatever, an appetizer.
Which is weird you said that because I saw something on television. I was at the chiropractor. I'm in the waiting room and they say, Chili's has this burger that they bring out on a skillet and it's got the cheese melting on the thing. And I'm like,
Interesting fact. That is
I
not
just had this
Chili's.
conversation with
Interesting
what is it?
fact. That is actually a Japanese cheeseburger.
I get that, but it
That
was
burger
Chili's
invented in-
on
I
the
know,
television.
Heard Japanese food at the Chili's.
I get it. All I know is we had this conversation earlier.
fucking
Marsh got
kill it.
upset. I
Real fair.
I made him happy. I made him happy with the Chariots of Fire, and then we'll talk about that in just a second. But I saw this I had on television. I'm like, we just gave Marsh a lot of shit about cheese and the way it comes down and the crusty gimmick, and now they have this skillet cheeseburger with cheese all over the bottom at Chili's.
That's ironic.
It is the Japanese viral sizzling cheeseburger.
Oh, that does look nice.
Yep. I would eat the shit out of that.
You melt
Oh,
4
you guys
slices
realize-
of American cheese on the skillet, cut the burger in half, and lay it in there.
You know, this is why I wear a hat, so I don't have to rub my forehead every time Herm talks.
Herm takes the magic out of everything.
You
Before we
ruin
get too far away
everything.
from it,
I know.
Just
I
to
know.
jump off of Lynch's Scorpion Bowl episode.
Santa's not real.
When I went to the Mohegan Sun, they have a Mexican place there, Soltoro. That was pretty decent.
Soltoro.
Yeah. And
Soltoro was good.
the thing that I find comparable with the Scorpion Bar and Soltoro, aside from the fact they're both Mexican, is I find them to be two of the more reasonably priced dining experiences in those casinos. Because
they're
most
not
of the restaurants
outrageous.
in there, you're looking at 30 plus an entree.
There's a joint
Um,
in Framingham, Massachusetts, a Mexican restaurant. It's mom and pop owned. It's not far from the Red Roof Inn. The reason I know this is when Kunzilla, shut up. When Kunzilla had to go to Haiti and I drove her up there and I stayed the night, we went to this Mexican joint. I wish I could remember the name of it. Made the best enchiladas that I've ever tasted in the Northeast. I'm not going to say in my life, but in the Northeast.
I think I know what place you're talking about, Chris. It's up there. There are a lot of them in Massachusetts.
I'm trying to understand the correlation between the Red Roof in Massachusetts and going to Haiti.
Because
she was
I
going
stayed
on
at the
a-
Red
on a
Roof
mission.
while she was going to Haiti on a mission trip. I stayed in the hotel room.
You stayed there for months?
Hey,
No,
I stayed there
just
for
a night.
one night. Oh my God.
She was
See?
dropping her off at the airport. Early.
Oh, airport drop off.
yeah. So he needed a place to crash.
I thought he was
This
getting
is
kicked
why-
out of his apartment and had to move into a Red Roof Inn. And I'm like, why is he going all the way to Framingham?
Lynch, this is why I wear a hat.
Yeah, I see that.
I revert back to that. Now the retard is asking the question 4 days later.
Please do.
Oh, geez.
I would
I
like
mean,
to
you kinda brought
reiterate
that on-
earlier statement.
I resemble that remark.
You know, if we could take 1 week where Herm just goes through our private chat and brings up
I
random
was just
stuff
saying, and I
we
just
can
sit
laugh
here and
about
throw
it.
out and just throw out lines.
And somebody
Yeah.
has to guess who said it
And
and what they're from.
gentlemen, who said this week?
Oh shit! That was Bernes, wasn't it? Yep, sure it was.
Yeah, the problem is,
Oh wait, that was Herm.
two of us
Yeah.
be like,
It might have been me.
It could have
John
been him.
Amos.
Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah.
I got to tell you guys, now that I'm back, anybody who is retarded enough to watch this, our earlier chat, there was a conversation that Marsh initiated about the movie The Menu, which is a great fucking movie. Go out and watch it. If you haven't seen it already, watch the fucking movie.
Notice how he
What
cooks
he's
that
talking
burger,
about-
right? You notice how he cooks that
Oh, my
burger, right? How does he cook that
We're
cheese?
not talking about. We're not
How does
talking
he
about
cook
that,
it?
Herm.
On
Well,
flat
he
grill.
put the burger. He eats
Hi,
actually
Lynch.
it was a double cheeseburger, and there were 2 balls of meat, and I don't know what the ounces were, but I like the way he actually took. And maybe you do this in pro world, but he had the spatula and he had a rag on top of it that he pressed down on top of the spatula to like spread that thing out.
Yeah, it's so he didn't get his hands greasy or burnt. But
That
yeah,
was-
what he did it on was
I wasn't familiar with the rationale.
better
Then he
burger
actually,
was
took
on the
2
flat
pieces-
top, not a
Yeah.
charbroiler.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
a charbroiler.
well, I commented on that too because in the preferences because I for years I threw them on the grill outside and I was like, oh yeah, but I like them better on the flat top. But he
Yeah.
also with the
You
American cheese, he put 2 pieces of American cheese, but he crisscrossed them so you had like 8 little.
Oh, the
corners.
quarter pounder layering so that every bite gets a bite of cheese.
It was I was like, and the only thing that freaking went afoul
That's
for
called
me,
You're just making me
Starring.
hungry, Burns.
Called
You're
starring,
making me
Thank you.
hungry.
starring the cheese.
the only part that I got
Starring the
sad about
cheese.
was that he used a bun with seeds on it, and I can't eat those. So I was like, fuck.
Well, you know,
Oh, pobrecito.
I was going to say my condolences to your weak genetics.
It's not genetics, bitch.
Really?
Now,
There's nobody else in your family that has that issue?
Just me.
if you
Just
guys could
diverticulitis
shut up,
Is mostly
For
caused
30
by.
seconds.
You're not allowed to say that this week.
me,
What?
Yeah, you.
you're right. I'm late. I can't. This is all the shit Burns won't tell us to shut up about. I forgot.
That's right.
You cocksucker.
Emotional damage.
All right. May I interject? Is that better?
Absolutely. Please.
Thank
The
Thank
gentleman with 2 margaritas deep has the floor.
And the fanciest dress shirt I've ever seen on him ever.
Horse shit. I've got pictures that I've got fancier shit than.
But
By the way,
he's never seen
is-
those, so this
And
by
the tuxedo
proxy
t-shirt
is
doesn't
the
count.
actual most important shirt he's ever seen you in.
By the way,
tuxedo tee.
these are Lynch's shirt from when he was fat.
Yes, I recognize that shirt.
Thank you. They go to good use. That burger was actually pretty phenomenal. But going back to the group chat,
Okay.
I often wake up on any given morning. I work nights. You guys all work during the day. I wake up at 8:30 in the morning and I got 25 fucking messages about omelets and cheeseburgers
that's
and
been a
this
long
gimmick
time.
and that gimmick.
Omelets has been quite a while. Not
Yeah,
even
we've done
close to
omelets in
recently.
ages.
I was getting
Like
there.
one quick mention, like 3-4 weeks ago, and
Yeah.
then done.
Get out of my head for a minute. Just get out. See, he's laughing. Get out
This
of my
was like
head,
the
Herm.
40-minute conversations of old.
Fuck. But this week I got up at 7:30, so I
Ooh,
got to
that's
play
prime.
along. Right.
That's prime chit chat time for me and Matt.
Right.
Yeah,
So I got
and
it,
me sometimes.
Yes.
and somebody, I don't want to mention any names, but his initials might be Matt Marsh. Got a little hot,
Oh, I was
Dude,
pissed.
it
and
hot.
I said, if you want to be a part of this, ball busting is kind of a prerequisite. Eat it. And then Herm said something dumb, and I said, "Who's the retard now?"
Well, I was
You
like, I was like, he did see me with the laugh out loud as soon as I posted that instantaneously.
And
right?
I said, "You know,
I
he
just
can
wanted to
read
make
this,
sure,
right?"
like, I did post that. Just I didn't do it. I'd had a couple of cocktails.
That's the
Sand
thing. I
in
wasn't
vagina.
pissed off about the ball busting. I'm the most self-depreciating fucker probably here. You know, I can laugh
But
at
you,
myself.
it
better than
seemed
anybody.
like, and look,
I
full
was
disclosure,
pissed
because
because I've been asking him the same question for 2 days, and he
No,
just flat out ignored me.
I did not
He
ignore you. I've been so fucking busy. I was barely
Yeah.
able to post
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
to the group.
That's it.
And I literally had yesterday was the closest thing I've had to an early out, and I literally checked out of the world. So when I
should
got
come
in,
in 40 minutes late
I
every
went,
week.
I went to bed at 7:00 last night, my time.
Wow.
So, but like you went to bed at 9. Yes, I went to bed
Yeah.
right with you 2 hours earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. I crashed the fuck out hard. We did a lot this last week. Like I fed like 2,000 people this week over the course of like 4 days.
Very
Nice.
good. Very good.
And
Nice.
I was just exhausted.
I do.
And you could tell I've been quiet lately. And then so I just I tried ignoring it, and I was joking about it. And then
No, See, when you come out, Herm, and I'll say this again, we're gonna have an episode. We may skip 1-star strip reviews next week. Just let's talk about the shit we talk about in the chat and make people laugh. But he did the burger thing. Marsh did. You know, he did the thing, and it fell, and the cheese and the crispy. But when he served the burger, there was no crispy. And how do you feel about the crispy? And you were quiet. And I'm like, I don't know whether he's busy or he's waiting for his spot. So
so
fast forward to this morning, and he throws the next question. I'm like, wow, we're still on the burger gimmick.
Yeah, because I wanted to put it
You're
together behind me, and I needed his input.
And I did the thing. It's like Rain Man, you're answering a question from a half hour ago, and it all went to hell. And
it's like me when I watched the James and the Jimmy. He what did he do? You know, that's
Right?
what it was. That's the excitement he had going on.
Okay. Last week on Small Town Murder, the shortened version, the Express, they were in St. Albans, Vermont. And
Where my
they
mom grew
mentioned
up.
something. Emma's about a half hour away
That's
from
right
St.
near the
A's.
Canadian border.
Yes. And
Oh,
they were talking about something. And when James referenced back to a particular person, Jimmy lost his shit. He's like, "Oh my God, the bitch from the beginning." He's like, wow, I'm trying at work in my office trying to not laugh my ass off. Like, Jimmy, you got it. You're
Jimmy.
good. How are you, Lynch?
How am I?
How are you?
I'm fine.
I figured out why you quit drinking, because these margaritas are giving me a fucking
You're
headache.
getting all sweaty.
No, but I have a
He-
headache.
He rode the dente. He rode the tooth.
You rode the tooth.
I might have to get that T-shirt when I go to New
I
Hampshire.
didn't even know that. Now, so it's Chili's and it's white people food with a Japanese cheeseburger, and now they got an Italian language reference.
That's fusion right there, boy.
Well, they also have a white Italian
cultural
kid.
appropriation.
I was going to say, like, it's the United Nations of cultural appropriation.
Oh,
Herm, you've got the screen share gimmick. I want you real quick to look up Carson Hocevar Chili's fire suit. And I want you to see, and I want you to show these guys what I'm talking about. When he drives that Ride the Dente Chili's car, this is what they do. It is so ridiculous. But Herm told me to do it. I believe in Herm, like Joe Hendry. And I tried the Dente, and it was tasty. I'm not a margarita guy, but two margaritas later, I'm happy.
Honestly, shit. I typically only drink freaking beer, so margarita freaking usually puts me to
That's
bed.
the fire suit right there.
What the fuck is that?
That's
Cowboy
gay
from
Richard
Toy
Petty
Story?
right there. That's
gay
Carson
Richard Petty.
Hocevar.
That's Carson Hocevar with his fire suit, the cowboy hat. He's not driving with that. Exactly.
Gay. Gay.
He looks like he's ready to step onto an all-male porno set.
Hey, Herm,
he looks like the guy.
Wait a minute.
That I sent the video to Marsh with the guy standing on top of the mechanical bull doing Boney M. There's a certain man from Russia lung.
Shit.
Yeah. Rasputin.
I know. I know this. I couldn't open it.
When you first said that, have you guys ever heard of Boney M? I'm like, Rasputin.
I'd never heard of it until I saw some stupid reel like last year, and I was like, this song's catchy as hell. And I was
Herm, can you do another screen share?
Sure.
The video I sent earlier to Marsh to cheer him up, because I know we pissed him off a little bit.
I don't know if I can get that right now. Hold on.
He may not say so. Shut up. I think we pissed you off. So when I sent that video to, I said, "This is going to cheer you up."
That sentiment.
Well,
thank you.
It's nice.
I said to Marsh, this video will cheer you up, and what it is Chariots of Fire is basically on top of spaghetti.
Yep.
More dramatic.
That blew my fucking mind.
Actually, it would be on top.
Didn't it?
It would actually be on top of Old Smoky, as on top of.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I saw it a few weeks ago, and I was like, "This can't be right." And I started listening to it. I'm like, I don't know what's real and what's not now.
I wish I'd have sent it to Lynch first, and I'm not picking on either of you guys, but Lynch and I are both musicians, and the chord progression, everything about it is the same.
No, actually, they're look at them as musical pieces, one next to the other. They are completely structurally different. This has been a long raging battle.
No, actually, he ruins every goddamn point.
Vangelis has actually been accused of this, and it's been brought out.
Has he really?
Yep. Google it, and you can find out that while they are similar in progression of tone, they're structurally completely different.
Can you play the video? Is that possible?
I'm working on it.
And by the way, for all of you out there who have watched this show for 5 years, yes, I do have hair.
I mean, between the hair and the shirt, you're like a different person.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Matt.
Well,
I love you, but I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it's not disappointing. I mean,
I went out this morning. I was supposed to meet a friend for breakfast. Something happened with her family, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. I'll go get my hair cut. I'll go run my errands. I got this dinner thing at 5. I got the haircut. I never put the hat back on. Oh. However, Speedway review is coming up. I got the hat right here. It rolled off the table and onto the floor.
I remember that.
And then it actually doesn't hold the note. It drops and changes.
You're right. But
it's an earworm. They're similar enough that your mind will go there.
Sure. But if you want to get technical, Alice Cooper.
It is not Vanilla Ice and Queen.
Alice Cooper
that one messes me.
Alice Cooper is tight with the guys in Kiss. Alice Cooper's management sued Kiss over a song from the 1998 Psycho Circus album It was called Dreamin', and it sounded the chord progression sounded a little too much like I'm 18. And the court said it's not the same. I listened to it and I'm like, some bitch, you ripped off Alice Cooper. Let the experts decide that. But when I hear Chariots of Fire, I hear on top of spaghetti.
I thought it was Old Smoky.
So,
Whatever. However you sing it, go ahead.
This is
Well, I
an
mean, I don't
interesting
remember.
point you raise.
It was elementary
Because
school.
Ed Sheeran was being sued and successfully
Hello,
defending,
Kahuna, in the
defended
comment
himself.
section. Thank you.
Hey, Ed Sheeran was sued by someone. I don't remember the nitty gritty details, but he was being sued for plagiarism for a song he wrote because it sounded too much like this other song. And he proved in court and defended himself. And his defense basically was there are only so many notes in the world of music.
Right.
Can you not
Eventually, you're
tell
going to
me-
get repetition to a degree.
Right.
How
There's
can
going to
you
be a
prove- how can
particular
you
time
prove to
where
me
chord
that I had
progression.
intent? How can you prove that I had intent to accidentally write a song that had a very similar chord progression, straying a minor or a suspended seventh from the major chord here and there?
I'll
It
go to
sounded
that one
similar,
that Marsh
but it's not the same.
and I talked
Yeah, we should
about.
ask
Well,
Cowabunga about the
85%
Men
of the
Work one.
songs
Right.
on the radio you can rewrite with just using the chords from the canon.
There's 3
Have
to
you
4
ever
chords.
watched some of
3
these
to
mashups
4
where
chords.
they're the
That's it.
same? Right.
Yeah.
Let me go back to something Marsh brought up earlier, where Men at Work got sued over the flute gimmick in Down Under because it sounded way too much like Kookaburra Sits in the Old Gum Tree.
Right.
And if you're smart about music and you can hear chord progression, you can hear it, but you could also say, no, that's not the same thing. Wrong. A judge said it's way too much the same. You have to pay 10 years
Okay,
at
so here's
5%.
Yeah,
But
why
it
did they
didn't-
only have to go back to 2002 though?
That's where I was going to go. This happened
Because that's when the lawsuit. That's when the
That song was
lawsuit
from
was
the early
brought
80s.
forward. Men at Work 1, Come From a Land Down Under. They were sued for the food set. Kahuna, we just said that, bro. We got you, brother,
Oh, right,
homie,
Kahuna.
Wayland
Oh,
Brothers.
yeah.
Look, if anybody wants to sue anybody else here, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys some homework tonight.
Oh.
Bon Jovi should sue Bon Jovi. If you remember, there was that song, It's My Life. Great song, big hit.
Yep.
Everybody loved it. 3 years later, they come out with an album called Bounce. And I went and saw them at Mohegan Sun on that tour, and they let off with the song Bounce. Chords are the same. Everything's the same except the lyrics. I looked at my girlfriend. I'm like, they ripped themselves off. How are you going to take the same shit, repackage it, and put it out as a new song?
I mean,
It's My Life is Bounce. I'm sorry, Bounce is It's My Life 2.0.
Well, the same
not
was
really.
said for a lot of bands. Metallica,
Sure. I
they
mean,
rip off
the
themselves
Of course.
consistently.
concepts, it's no different than a toy company rebranding the same toy with a different paint job and making money off of that.
I mean, ultimate
Slightly
goal of
different.
being a musician is to sell albums and tour.
Yes.
You make money off of the tour. That's where most music acts make the majority of their money, unless they have a really good
Agreed.
sweetheart deal with a record company. Because most of musicians
You know, in
get fucked in their
Yeah, in this day
signed
and,
contract.
in this day and age, nobody's selling 15, 30
I was
million
gonna say,
pieces
nobody's selling 100,000 albums.
No,
right.
we're-
If they do, no,
we-
they could
Not
we are
sell
measured-
100,000 albums.
Not 100,000 physical albums
Right.
that
the
have
musicians
full
disagree.
value and are an actual object and are a thing that you purchase.
Because
That's
I know what I
probably-
know, and the people that I know, you can sell 100,000 physical CDs or vinyl or what have you. Everything's download. You're never going to sell 15 million like Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Michael Jackson, Kiss, etc. You may sell 100,000 physical copies for the crazies like me who want the physical copy so they can have it, but you're never going to sell 15 million of that physical copy ever again.
For a current musician to set a gold record standard in today's day and age is fucking rare.
It's
Yeah.
damn near
Because
impossible.
musicians,
It's damn near
What's that?
impossible for a
It's damn
whole
near
album,
impossible
let
because
alone a single nowadays.
musicians are success is based on measures of one serving at a time.
Yeah.
They don't sell albums. They market themselves on the singles. So
And the tours and the
albums,
merchandise
instead of being
and
a
the gimmicks.
the albums, instead of being a diverse representation of the types of music that musician can do, it's 7 songs that sound almost exactly the same because they're number 1 singles, and maybe 2 throwaway tracks that are a little bit different than their normal genre. Taylor Swift is perfect case
I
in
was going
point.
to say that is a very, very much a pop music issue. There are
Yeah, 'cause I don't
genres. There are genres that doesn't work. Don't work the same. But that is very much a top 40 pop music problem. It's all fucking
And your core music audience, in today's society is from 8 to 18.
Yep.
So pop music runs the music industry. Pop,
Now,
rap, house, acid, shit like that. Shit the young kids like. Old
Now-
folks like us are relegated to hard rock, metal, maybe some what we can consider hard rock, classic hard rock.
You're sort of making my point for me, because I listened to a song by a group that in the late 80s, early 90s was heavier than shit. Halloween.
Mhm.
And the single that came up on my shuffle the other day was called If I Could Fly. Now, if that had been written in the late 80s, would have been a top 40 that had been all over the place. Halloween would have been Bon Jovi. Halloween would have been Guns N' Roses. But they wrote it in 2024. And this song has legs, and it has feeling, and it has emotion. You know, I look at a band like Five Finger Death Punch, fantastic fucking group. It should be all over the charts, but they're not. They work to the niche audience. But if they sell, and I'm going to go back to that number, 100,000 physical copies, they're getting downloads. They're filling 30,000 seat sheds every summer.
Right.
They're doing the work. Megadeth is still making money. And I've seen Megadeth 4 times in the last 5 years in sheds like the Meadows or whatever the fuck it is in Boston, Mansfield, Hartford, wherever. I've seen Megadeth 4
TD
times
Garden.
in the last 5 years. They're still
Mohegan.
doing it. Mohegan, yes, you and I were there. They're
Yep.
doing the
That was-
work.
That was at Monsters of Metal or whatever the fuck it was concert.
Yeah, with Black Label Society and a couple
Black
other.
Label. Just David Draymond solo.
David Draymond with his side project, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, go to David Draymond. When Disturbed played Hartford, is that the Meadows? Or is that the other one?
Yeah. That's the Meadows.
I don't give a fuck. It's in Hartford. It was Disturbed. Fuck if I can't. It was Saint Asonia was one of the bands. Breaking Benjamin was there. Couldn't get another fucking person in the house. It was stacked to the ass. They can still fill the stadiums. The records? Not so much. But when you have a song like the Vengeful One, which you hear at the end of every episode that we do, when you have a song like Sound of Silence that they covered, or 10,000 Fists, or Down with the Sickness, you can fill those places. They're that fucking good. They're not fucking Chili's. They're high end.
Yeah.
They're good. You know, when I hear of a band coming around and they're playing Toads, which I love Toads, don't get me wrong. Toads is a fantastic venue to go to. You get 1,500 people in there, everybody shoulder to shoulder, asshole to elbow, and you're having the best rock and roll time. But it's still Toad. You tell me you're playing Toads, I know you're working your way up. If you tell me you're playing Mohegan Sun or the Meadows or Great Woods is the one in Massachusetts. Thank you.
Yep.
You've made it. you're on the top.
Oh,
The record.
I like it when
ahead.
I like it when bands that were already established go back to Toads, like where they
Oh
started.
yeah, absolutely.
The first time I saw
don't
it in
know-
Living Color, the first time I saw it in Living Color, I was playing hooky with my friend and his older brothers, and we went to Toads and saw it in Living Color.
They were great.
Never heard of the band.
Oh my god!
It was 1986.
Really? I saw them 2 years
Any
later,
band I've
same
ever-
venue.
Most bands that I saw at Toads were by complete accident. I didn't go there with the intention to see anyone in particular.
That's funny.
That's what I love about Toads.
My friend Brittany, who I'd love to get on this show. She's the current guitar player for Vixen, but she played in a local band. Lynch, I think you went to one of their shows. She used to play for Jaded, a Boston band.
Yeah.
And
I like
Britt
them.
invited me out. Yeah, she said, I have 10 tickets at the door. Bring your friends. We're opening for, and I don't even remember. All I heard was 10 tickets. I'm like, we're there. Wasp was the headliner.
Wow.
And we went. They put on a hell of an act. The whole place was jam-packed. They loved Jaded. And when Wasp came on, half the people left. Not me. I loved Wasp. I wanted to see what Blackie could do in 2004, but not everybody was interested. They were there to see the local groups that play the Boston, Hartford, Providence area.
Yeah. There's a band, Boys Like Girls, that we saw at Toads.
You're muted.
No, I know. I was talking
Last
to my
year.
wife.
Okay. You tell her to shut the fuck up. It's not the Jerry Springer show.
No,
And
we-
then she
we
can
saw
hit
the
me
band-
when she needs me.
We saw the band Boys Like Girls at Toads last summer.
Mhm.
At Toads, and it was fucking amazing. I mean, they're a pop group, but they're fucking amazing live. It's like
Sure.
you're listening to the album.
When Nathan
Live.
and his band came through in 2016, 2017, when I was doing the old podcast, and he invited me out. He says, come to the bus, and you've got VIP. You can come backstage. You can do what you want. Shaman's Harvest. They were opening for Hinder, which Hinder is a larger act at the time than Shaman's Harvest was. But it was cool because I've been with these guys. I've met these guys when they were coming up, and now they're on the stage that I've seen Paul Stanley, Living Color, Henry Rollins. I can name a billion acts I've seen at Toads, including John Valby. And that's a different story for a different time. But now Shaman's Harvest is on this stage, and they're like, we've looked forward to that. Nathan said it in the interview. We've heard about this place. We know what this place means. It makes sense.
The LNG, I missed the LNG club over in London.
Yeah.
God,
That was
damn.
a great fucking place.
It was close.
A lot of
saw
local talent.
I saw some great bands there.
Like Quiet Riot.
New London was in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. New London was really a hotbed of local music. New
You want to
London,
hear
West
some
Philly.
crazy? You want to hear some crazy shit, Lynch? Because I know how much you like this band. Christmas time, 1995, Dream Theater played the LNG.
I was there.
I was there. Oh,
I was there. I was there.
4 years before we met.
I met the guys in Dream Theater in 1992. A guy went to Mohegan Community College with Kevin. His girlfriend went to school in Boston, and they were still just like a local New England Boston thing. And Kevin was a musician and got to know Dream Theater pretty well and brought me
Nice.
up there maybe for like a year on the weekends. I would crash in Boston with Kevin and his girlfriend and hang out with all those guys.
Nice.
They're some of the
That.
coolest people on the
that-
planet.
Oh yeah, they were the nicest guys after the show. Fast forward about 6-10 years. 2004, 2005. Me and Jim Lallemere and my girlfriend at the time and a couple other people went to the Orpheum in Boston. Dream Theater was the headliner. Ripper Owens had the Charred Walls of the Damned, which again, anything Ripper
Mhm.
puts his hands on is gorgeous. Anthrax was the sub headliner. Of course, it's Anthrax. I'm gonna go. And what a great show. In Dream Theater, here's where my girlfriend at the time had a problem. Here comes Dream Theater. Boom. And then for the first 10 minutes, it's all instrumental bullshit. And she's like, are they ever going to sing? I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of wondering the same thing. Eyes going back and forth.
So Charred Walls of the Damned, when you saw them, and you said
Yep.
04, Richard Christie from the Howard Stern
Yes.
show was their drummer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to meet him.
He-
He was a hell of a nice guy.
Hey, guy, thanks for coming to the show.
Pretty much.
Richard Christie's
He just
cool
nailed it.
dude.
Now, not everybody on this panel got to stand next to Gene Simmons at the Lisbon movie theater.
No. I had the pleasure of standing in line behind Gene Simmons in 2000, whatever the fuck that was.
That was the best
And my
text
wife's
message I ever
Chris.
got.
My wife's like, Chris. I'm like, what? And she's pointing. I look over. I'm like, holy fuck, is that Gene Simmons? I think he heard me because he kind of went, look behind him,
Make it
kind
quick.
of half smiling. and then it dawned on me, I know he heard me when he turns around and he says, make it quick.
Make
Click.
it quick.
Have a nice
And I
night,
got
Mr.
the
Simmons.
picture. Look who I saw.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty cool. Kiss was
Yeah.
playing Mohegan Sun and he had his youngest
The night
daughter
before.
with him.
Sophie,
Yeah.
my future ex-wife.
Yeah, oh God, she's beautiful.
Oh
Turned
my
into a
God.
beautiful young lady.
She takes after her mother. By the way,
Thank God.
guys, before we close out, because I got Speedway in 30 minutes, have you guys heard any of the music that Evan Stanley and Nick Simmons have put out?
Yes,
No.
I follow them. I follow them
Oh.
on Instagram and TikTok.
Fantastic.
That's where I go for my music. I follow musicians mostly on TikTok and Instagram. That's where
If
I
you haven't
discover
heard
new
it,
music.
I'll send it to you. Check it out. I can't believe how good these two are. However, comma, I will say Evan Stanley's doing the bulk of the work. Because I've seen
Evan
him.
Stanley has an
open-
amazing voice.
Oh, yeah, but he is also a great guitarist. I saw him open with his
Yeah, he's
other
a,
band,
he's a
Amber
really good
Wild.
musician.
Yeah, when
mean,
he opened for Kiss,
Look at where you're coming from.
I'm not
mean-
throwing shade on Gene Simmons, but when you want to talk about Nepo babies, Nick is a Nepo baby. Evan's doing the work. And you can hear
Yeah,
that.
but
You can hear
Simmons
that
kid-
in Body Down. Oh, Nick has a great
I'll
voice.
agree. I'll agree. They both have great voices. And I
But
agree with you.
Evan's doing the heavy lifting.
I do agree with that. But I'll give Simmons kids credit. He's trying. He's trying
Oh,
because
he's got
he's
some
better than he
talent.
was. He's better than he was when they first started.
Sure.
So it shows
If
that he's
you-
actually kind of committed to it. He
If you
wants to
watch-
get better.
If you watched Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, he's always had this musicality in him. He just didn't know how to express it. I think Evan is bringing it out of him.
I think they're a good. I think together, they're better than they would be if they were separated.
I'm going
I
to
don't
say
think
this
either
out
one
loud.
of them would have a solo career.
No, because Evan tried it with Amber Wild and with another band,
Yeah.
the Vibes, the Strokes. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. Put them together, they're doing it. I'm going to say this out loud. I said it to Tommy Summers, who's been on this show before. I said, I think Evan and Nick are vastly more talented together than Gene and Paul.
I can
But
agree
Gene
with
and
that.
Paul, look, Kiss gives you vibe. You hear Deuce, you hear Strutter, you hear Detroit Rock City. It's a vibe. These guys are writing songs that have meaning and backbone.
Yeah, they're good
So
songwriters.
check it
too.
out. Stanley Simmons, Body Down. That's the single. There's another one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's out there. You can find it. Sorry I was late.
It's good.
It's okay. You got a good excuse.
Happy birthday. By the way, happy birthday, Heather. It's your 40th.
Happy birthday, whoever you are, Heather.
Her name's Heather. And
Heather's friend.
thank you for making me eat Chili's for the first time in my life, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, it could have been worse.
Yeah,
It
it
could
could
have
have
been
been Applebee's.
Could have been Applebee's.
You're right. You're right. I would have said no. I'll be on Dysfunction
Or Chuck E.
Junction
Cheese.
at 5:59. You know what? I might do Chuck E. Cheese because they serve beer and there's the
They
claw
have a
machine.
salad bar. There's a salad bar.
It's
Yes,
like-
Everything's
and-
covered in kid spit.
That's all right.
I'm a
No
genius at the
way.
claw machine. You give me a claw machine, I'll win you a prize.
I went to a fucking Chuck E. Cheese with my girlfriend at the time only because her nephew's birthday party was there. Oh God, the food was disgusting.
Yeah,
Everything's
it's gross.
covered in
Kids
spit.
went there, they got sick.
Kid snot. Oh,
Yep. Nasty.
You know what I
wanted to
call
take a
Chuck E.
fucking-
Cheese?
I wanted to take a fucking Silkwood shower when I got home. I'm
I call Chuck E.
clean.
I call Chuck E. Cheese a kid casino.
It is.
because
there's a
that's
lot
what
of
it
It's
is.
idiots.
Dave and Buster. It's Dave and Buster's for ankle biters.
Basically, yes. All right, my
Not
ninjas.
for food.
Wait,
You
hang on.
guys
Herm,
go
It's
do
the
it.
time.
Herm, before I
Oh, here
forget,
we
I
go.
just read the other day they're working on season 2 of Shogun.
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
they really?
I didn't know if you
Yeah,
know.
I'm not sure how I
Ooh.
feel about it because pretty much, that whole story is.
I didn't finish the first season, but I knew you were into it.
I mean, it's Marco Polo, and he went home. So, I mean, what are they going to do?
Well, fucking there's
gotta go
money to
back.
be made. Obviously, they're bringing him back.
Yeah, so he's got to go home and deal with some shit and then go back because we know that in history he went back again. But so there's got to
Was it
be.
Marco Polo? I didn't think it was a different character.
Isn't that what that was? Wasn't it Marco Polo in that with Shogun? Oh no, it was Shogun. My bad. Here's my wrong series. The thing with Shogun is the story's over. Now that they're not again, it's without George R.R. Martin. It's
Yeah.
it's like writing
Marco Polo one did you say?
it's like writing a Fourth Ring story without Tolkien.
Yeah.
They're just creating bullshit now. I feel now it's just fan fiction at this point.
Yeah.
It's not the story, the original book. It's like the fucking Twilight series. It's
What
fan.
Marco Polo one did you watch though?
There was a series on I believe who was it? Was it Hulu or was
Wasn't
it
that several years ago?
a couple, one or two?
Okay.
But it was Marco
it
Polo.
Showtime?
It was excellent. Shogun was on, and there was a Marco
Oh,
Polo.
all right, I'll check that out because
I think that was on
where he was
Showtime.
in Japan. It was excellent.
all right, I'll check that out.
I think that was Showtime.
Could have been, but I know
I
that
don't
the my thing with the Shogun story is that was the book, that was the
Right.
series. Now what are we remaking now? We're not. We're just inventing a story with a bunch of characters that everybody really likes now.
George R.R. Martin is
it-
that the same guy that did Game of Thrones?
Yeah, and that's and when he stopped doing when he stopped
He did
assisting
the
on.
Shogun. He did the Shogun book.
No, my point is that when he left,
Oh, I got you.
and it wasn't about his story anymore.
Right.
The
Right.
episode sucked.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
That's
the
where I'm
Lord
going.
of the Rings series Amazon put out.
Right. Like
'Cause it was all
it's-
based.
That's fucking
It was all
Right,
awful.
based on Tolkien's appendixes.
right, and it
like
wasn't
backstory
a
shit
clear-
that he
it
didn't
wasn't
use.
cohesive.
Yeah, it was dreadful.
It was horrible.
Herm,
All right. Yes.
Horrible, horrible.
you might have a chance this week.
All right.
Of what?
If I haven't done the math yet. It's been a busy day, but I'm running the numbers now. You're doing pretty fucking stellar.
Very nice.
Oh, in fantasy?
Yes.
yes. All right, boys. We got to
Look at
get
that.
this guy out of here so we can come
yeah,
back.
and I gotta go
do this
get
other
some
shit.
food.
All right.
Talking about food has made me fucking hungry.
Same. I got
Yeah.
one right now.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you
Need my
allowing me to
microphone
come in late.
or my shoe.
Shut up, you.
All right, fellas.
Whatever.
All right. Later, my bitches.
Later.
Goodbye.
Nobody was picking on Marsh. I just want you to know we love you, kid.
I know. I was pissed at him because he ignored me.
Fucking ignore me. Don't ignore
Herm's
me,
a
Michael.
prick. You need to know that.
Michael,
Herm's a
ignore
prick.
me, Michael.
Good night, ladies.
Bye bye.
Peace.
Yes.